Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order. The hair is in my eye. It's time for episode number 32 of our Pokemon White playthrough here on the channel. Currently, we are sitting here in Chargestone Cave, because in the last episode, we were in the cave already. Started making our way through. We met up with the Shadow Triad again, and they took us across a bridge. They're really earning their paycheck, and we made it down here to the lower floor where, as I was told, Team Plasma is waiting to challenge me. So we're going to try to make through the cave and make it to the next city, which I completely forget the name of. I don't even know if they've told me yet, but we will find out in just a little bit. But first of all, let's recap our team. Ooh, let's heal our team too. First up, we have Sailor our Musharna at level 30, a relaxed-natured Pokemon with the ability of Forewarn. We've got Psybeam, Nightmare, Yawn, and Moonlight for the moves. Next is Jiggy the Jigglypuff at level 31, holding the Eviolite because now he finally has something to try to add defenses to himself. He might not last as shortly as in previous playthroughs. He's a gentle little Pokemon with cute charm ability. Body Slam, Thunder Wave, Sing, and Snatch are the moves. Next up is our level 31 Levani Grub, holding a Grass Gem we picked up here in the cave, powering up grass moves for one turn. Serious Nature with Chlorophyll ability, with Bug Bite, Razor Leaf, String Shot, and Protect for the moves. Next is our starting Pokemon, Seaward the Duat at level 31, holding that Mystic Water very tightly. He is a rash-natured Pokemon with the ability Torrent. We've got Water Pulse, Grass Knot, Cut, and Focus Energy. Next is someone who we will soon be seeing in Pokemon Go, because Gen 4 has hit, but that's for the other videos. Canuck, our Beebrill at level 32 from the Sinnoh region, holding the Expert Belt to power up super effective attacks. He has a mild nature with unaware ability. We've got Headbutt, Water Gun, Bulldoze, and Yawn for the moves. Last but not least is our Onyx Medusa, also from Sinnoh at level 33. She was holding the Eviolite. She's letting Jiggy take it for the time being because he kind of needs it a little bit more right now. Hardy natured Pokemon, Rock Head ability, and Earthquake, Smackdown, Sandstorm, Rock Polish. Okay, so let us maneuver. Ooh, wait a minute, forgot already, got a potion up. And then let us maneuver onward. Where are my supers? There's my supers. Dragon Ball Super Potion right there. Alright, now Team Plasma is waiting to take us down. So I am recording this late-ish, because I was busy trying to capture so many new Sinnoh Pokemon in Pokemon Go. You came here because somebody manipulated you. If you can win against me, I'll tell you the secret. Alright then. As I said before, a lot of Gen 5 stuff I don't like, but I do like this music. I wonder if we'll ever see Team Plasma in Pokemon Go. Okay, we got us a Sandile. It's a Dark type. The only offensive move Sailor has is Psychic. Excuse me. So what do you think? Should we switch into our Eviolite Jigglypuff? It is an idea that we're going to ignore and go to our Bug-type, Grass-type Grub, resisting Ground, not resisting Dark, so Crunch might hurt, but then we can just Bug Bite. Ooh, that's kind of bad, too. Because if we hit ourselves at +2, we might fall, but I'm going to risk this. The episode has just begun. It's not time for any negativity like that. Now I can't use the Grass Gem. That's interesting. I kind of want to fight again. We're either going to snap out of confusion or land the hit. You know what? We're doing it. We're doing this. There we go. Take that Sandile. Get out of my way. So we're at +2 attack. I could cure the confusion, actually. Fighting Dark, you know what? Do we have a full heal? Actually, do we have any Person Berries? That could work. We got one full heal. In fact, you know what? Bug Bite is only neutral. Let us be careful and switch into... I guess Seaward's our best bet in this situation. Yes, Gen 4 finally came out, which was really good because earlier this week on Monday, which I expected was going to be the day that Gen 4 came out. I don't like the look of that damage. Let us heal first with a Super. Super enough? Yeah, close enough. Let's do it. So I was recording stuff on Monday, assuming Gen 4 was going to come out, and it didn't. So I was like, well, I'm going to hang on to this footage as it is because I might be able to use it. I don't know. It might be, for all I knew at that point, they might have waited till October 23rd when Mewtwo leaves the raids to introduce Gen 4 stuff. So I was like, I might not even be able to use the footage I recorded on Monday. Why are we hitting ourselves like this? Don't headbutt me. Get out of here. Super Potion gets us back up to 86. We'll do that again. Alright. Excuse me. So, I'm glad that Gen 4 came when it did, because for one thing, I just remembered now, I didn't mention this in the end of the Go video that will be uploaded. Actually, it would have been uploaded earlier, I believe, if I'm going to upload these in the proper order, I'm thinking. But I have stocked up Pokeballs just to make sure I'm prepared. Critical hit, take that for Gen 4's release. I'm currently sitting at 300 Pokeballs in Pokemon Go. I generally don't really go that much above 200 for the most part. So that is quite a hefty supply of Pokeballs to be holding on to. I actually sacrificed a lot of bag space for potions to make room for all those Pokeballs. I have tossed a lot of potions in the past while stop confusing me. But we're going to switch into... Actually, you know what? Now might be the time. Jiggy is coming in. What are you going to do to Jiggy? Our Fairy type resists Dark type. Gen 6, Gen 5, there's no Fairy type yet. Jiggy dodging that Hypnosis. Gonna dodge the next one too. Check this out. Oh, super effect. That's fine. And it takes half my total, or not total, half my current HP away. We're gonna live it. You're not taking the Body Slam. Jiggy doing some damage. Love it. I can't believe I lost. You did though. Believe it. Pull a Naruto and believe it. Getsus of the Seven Sages supports our king, and Getsus has 3 subordinates. They are the Shadow Triad. Isn't that lovely? Alright, let's potion up. We had a level up too, so I believe... Nope, everyone's still in a good spot. Jiggy, take a super. I think everyone else is good-ish. So we'll continue onward here. Take on the next Team Plasma Grunt. Or are they all called grunts anyway? I mean, I know that's just a general term for a, you know, a flunky, but if I win against you, release your Pokemon. How about no? I'll wheel my chair halfway across the submarine bridge to say no to your face if I have to. Team Plasma Grunt sending in a Scraggy. Again, problem, that being a Dark type. Did it have any Dark moves though? The last one I don't think did. So what we could do, at least we can get a Yawn off on it. How are we faster? Something doesn't sit right there. Well, let us go for a Moonlight. So I want to try to get the Nightmare going. We're just faster? How is a Musharna faster than a Scraggy? I'm not sure what the speed stat is like on a Scraggy. Does it actually have a lagging tail, I wonder? That's a Dark type move. Ouch. Alright, we got one turn to try for... You know what? Nightmare will not guaranteed knock it out. It's going to wake up before it does. So while it's asleep, we have a chance to switch into... Grub. Resisting the fighting Brick that we just saw. So what was I just talking about? I don't know. But Pokemon Go is cool. Yeah, so just basically I got too many items in Pokemon Go. I was preserving all the Pokeballs today when Gen 4 first came out for just the new species. Excuse me. But now that I have no space for potions left, tomorrow starts a whole capture spree. Everything I see, I'm catching, or at least trying to catch. Sometimes they don't like to stay in the Pokeballs, but try to get as much Stardust as I can get, and just free up space for potions, because I am not prepared for gym battles right now in Go at the moment. Maybe little battles. I don't understand. Your Pokemon seem to be happy next to you. Because they are. You don't understand how Do you even Pokemon me, bro? Come on. Any Pokemon refresh? That's good there. And hey, perfectly, 50 HP back on Grub. We are rolling in potions. Alright, Team Plasma. Don't wild Pokemon attack me, please. Thank you. Let's just deal with all the Plasmas. Get them out of our way. Pokemon living in this Chargestone Cave are so beautiful. Because they are free from people. Again, what is with you guys? Pokemon and people, we good together. You got 2 Pokemon. That we can deal with our Musharna. Sailor comes in, level 27 Trubbish. We're going to Psybeam. I think we only got 3 Psybeams left, sadly, though. So she might have done her trick, done her job, done her work for the trip through. But if she hits level 31 off of this, then she has done her job well. Thank you. Now, being a stone evolution, she will not learn any other attacks from here on out. And as I mentioned, you've got Pursuit. As I mentioned in... Let's go, Jiggy. In the episode, I think that we first evolved her, 3 of her moves, Yawn, Moonlight, and what's it called? Nightmare. She can't relearn them as a Musharna, which is pretty interesting. What are you going to do? You're going to Pursue. Really? I get Eviolite. What do you think? Yeah, we got that. No problem. It's a good thing, I will say. Critical hits do not go through the Eviolite. A critical hit will ignore defense boosts and attack drops, I believe, on the attacker. But items like the Eviolite, I believe Assault Vest probably as well, they are not ignored. There's no way to get past those other than, like, knock off. Take that off. I think also critical hits do not get past things like Sandstorm that boost the special defensive rock types. It's bad for ordinary trainers like you to use Pokemon. It's good for us members of Team Plasma to use Pokemon. Hypocrite! It's a hypocritical hit. It's super wrong. Alright, Jiggy. There we go. I believe we're going to switch Sailor out. She's only got 2 Psybeams left. We'll preserve those in case we're needed to use them against something like, I don't know, maybe a fighting type. But I'm liking to see that the team is pretty much even in the levels. It is nice. See, almost even across the board. A wild Pokemon encounter is going to be Gears. It's not even a Gen 4 Pokemon. I want wild encounters of Gen 4 Pokemon. If nothing else, get away from us. We got away safely. While we're doing this, let me just fire off the Pokemon Go. I know I'm talking about it a lot. I mean, I guess I always do when we're doing the White playthrough, when I'm fighting pointless grunts. You are the trainer that my Lord N is worried about. Yep, that be me. I gotta turn my volume down on Pokemon Go. See, me talking about it is one thing. You guys hearing it is another thing. It's distracting. That's also hypocrisy, because either way is probably distracting. Either me saying it or you hearing it. Just in a way, me saying it is you hearing it. Alright, oh, we gotta get 3 body slams too. I ain't poison type, why are you sludging me? Oh, that's why, for the poison. Right. I mean, we got antidotes though. I ain't too concerned about this pile of literal Pokemon that resembles trash. So, like, I've never actually caught a Trubbish, and I don't know its Pokedex entry. Is it supposed to be a living, like an animated bag of trash? Because, you know, it looks like it, but Pokemon can look like all sorts of crazy things. Doesn't mean that they are that. How do we get no points in special offense? Trubbish, you are Trubbish. Your defense, your special is just non-existent. So I think the safest thing is to switch. Grub would be our next choice, but you know what? We haven't used Canuck yet. Since I am raving on about Gen 4, let's get a Gen 4 Pokemon on here. Well, if I was doing that for the Gen 4-ishness of our Beaverl, no. I was just saying, I could have sent in Medusa instead, or Onyx. Technically, she does come from Gen 4, but she's a Gen 1 species. Either way, the nice Bulldoze TM we got from Clay, the gym leader, does the trick. Look at, you're just sending literal bags of trash at us. The expert belt power-up for Bulldoze is nice. Not sure if they would get the KO without the boost, but we'll never know now. Because the grunt is done. You may have beaten. Yes, I have. I have beaten. My Lord N grew up with Pokemon. He thinks about Pokemon more than anybody else. Well, there are some members of Team Valor in this city who would probably beg to differ. Alright, let's go with a nice Antidote and get Jiggy all healed up. He did hit level 32, so we can switch him out. I'm going to hold off on the potion for the time being, too. We're almost through this cave, I think. I hope. I expect, maybe. So we can get freely healed up at the old Pokemon Center. As a proud member of Team Plasma, I will gladly battle with you. Gladly? Glad is not something I relate to Team Plasma, even though you just sent 3 bags of garbage at me. Do you get the reference? Alright, Watchog comes in. Grub also does the exact same thing that I just said, except on my side of the field. Bug Bite is right up our alley. Except not a knockout. And we dodge in the Hypnosis. Not too shabby. So eventually, someone had actually said something. No, I'm getting all sidetracked. I did post a video yesterday talking about ideas for the future of the channel, and things that I want to start to, sort of start putting in, starting to do more of a regular schedule sort of thing. And I was asking for you folks for some feedback on what we can do for the channel. Someone had suggested maybe starting to put animations in some of the videos. And to be honest, I would like to do stuff like that. Like once I have the capabilities to do it, like I'm taking that 3D modeling and animation course, which I can definitely start doing some stuff with once we start learning more. We haven't gotten to character creation or animating just yet. Like, if you don't know how the animation kind of thing works with, is there an item down here? There is, check that out. But basically, you make a character, you have to fully make out its body, and it's in what they call the T pose, where they stand like in the letter T. Their arms are, you can't see it, arms are stretched out to the side, legs are straight down, and then you put together a spooky skeleton. Or, not so spooky, it's just basically the makeshift Thunderstone. The skeleton that they would have if you were seeing them with an X-ray. The skeleton you then put onto the body, the mesh they call it, of the figure, and then you're able to move the skeleton and it moves the figure. So that we haven't got into yet, but that's something I've always wanted to do, and I've dabbled a little bit in the past, never got too far with it, but we will be learning that in this course, of course. So I'm looking forward to being able to produce some cool animation content like that for the channel. The hope of Team Plasma, well, it has nothing to do with you. It has something to do with me. I bet you hope that I leave you alone. I bet you hope you can beat me someday. I bet you hope... Bob Hope. Alright, let's go ahead and Bug Bite. Don't fake out. Thank you. That's just going to waste our time. Super effective Bug Bite drops you in a single kitty cat hit. A single kit hit. What? Level 32 for Grub, and I think we'll leave you active, because you got a lot... Ooh! Huh! Helping Hand! Wow! Hang on. Let me decide. Some of these moves are pretty good. I'm going to probably just replace that thing. String Shot, we haven't used it. Double Battles, the Helping Hand is going to, pardon the pun, help. It's not a pun, I'm just using the first syllable of the attack. Hey, what was that? You're too strong, Ugg? I am, thank you for noticing. But that could definitely help us out in double battles. The hope of Team Plasma, we know our king will lead us. He will free the Pokemon. You, release your Pokemon. Stop being a trainer. Nope. Ain't happening. Now, do I go downstairs or upstairs? I'm going upstairs, because I'm pretty sure that takes us out of here. Okay, trainer, you use Pokemon. Show me your strength. Can do, with an attitude like this. How many you got? Are you the last Plasma Grunt? Sandile. Rats! Wait, that is totally weak to everything Grub has to offer. Piece of cake. So I do know, excuse me, pardon me, what the next gym leader's typing is. Last time with Clay, I got confused. I was thinking cold storage, I was thinking ice. He was a ground guy. This time around, I do know the next gym leader is one of my favorite trainer cards in Pokemon TCG of all time, Skyla. She is a flying type gym leader. She also lets you search your deck for any trainer card you want and take it, at the cost of using your one supporter for the turn. So that being said, Grub will not have a very good time in this upcoming gym, so it's good he's getting some leveling up right now, because he's probably going to fall behind as we beat up the gym leader and the trainers within the gym. So I don't mind him leading the way right here through the cave. Because they use Pokemon, people hold competitions to sort out the strong from the weak. Is this fair? Is this right? Are Pokemon just the trainer's tools? No, we're buddies, we're friends, we're Pokemon amis. Am I going the right way? Hello, N. I guess we've reached the end of the cave. Ah, we have us a sturdy Boldor that could explode at any moment. See you later. No thanks for that. Alright, don't fight me, N. Let us just go. Many different values mixed together, and the world becomes gray. That is unforgivable. I will separate Pokemon and people, and black and white will clearly be distinct. Well, they already are. You gotta buy 2 games to get both. Only then will Pokemon become perfect beings. Yes, that is my dream. That is the dream I must fulfill. Chaz, do you have a dream of your own? I had this weird dream one time where Ninja Brian from Ninja Sex Party was in this amphitheater. There was like this big award show going on, and whoever was on stage, I think it was probably Danny, he was announcing the winners of, the winner for the best comedy in writing goes to such and such. But what they did, Ninja Brian sitting in the back of the theater, and he's throwing ninja stars, right? It's hitting the back of the person's chair. They turn around all shocked, and then it freeze frames on their face to show who it was. And twice in a row, Ninja Brian throws a ninja star, and it misses the person, hits the wall, and they're shocked, right? They still get the freeze frame. It happened twice in a row. I'm sitting right beside him. I turn over to him. I say, Brian, you haven't missed in like the past 10 years. You just missed twice in a row. What's going on? He's just sitting there like... So yes, I have a dream. You have a dream. That's wonderful. I'll learn just what kind of dream you have in battle. So I guess we're fighting N. Okay then. Okay then. Alright, what do you got this time? You still got your Zorua. What else did you have? A bunch of stuff. You got 4 Pokemon. Alright, Grub leading the way. Boldore could blow up at any moment. I don't like these odds. But we have something to do here. We're going to switch into a nice resistant Medusa. Going to reduce you to actual rubble because you are a rock type. Go ahead, blow up. You get the guts. You get the nerve. You got a smackdown. I'm already on the ground. Stop fooling around. Alright, let's take the high ground for the earthquake. I read this funny thing. Do you guys know the infamous line from Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, where Obi-Wan and Anakin are having their big lightsaber duel on, was it Mustafar or something like that? I forget the name. But anyways, they're having the big lightsaber duel. Obi-Wan jumps onto like an upper ledge at one point, and he says that infamous line, "It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!" And then Anakin, all corrupt by the dark side of the Force, he's all like, "You underestimate my power!" So then Obi-Wan, takes him out. I saw this funny thing where if you watch Episode 5 of Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, there's a part where Luke kicks Darth Vader down the stairs when they're in that carbonite chamber, and apparently the next thing that Darth Vader says is, "Obi-Wan has taught you well," because he now had the high ground, see? Isn't that crazy? Alright, we gotta switch into... That's a good question. I guess we'll go for the nightmare idea. Let's try this. We're gonna bring in the Sailor Man, although she's a girl. What are you doing, spinny head? Got Gyro Ball, Iron Defense. That's no problem for a nice little bit of nightmare. Let's start off with the Yawn, of course, set this up. We only got 2 Moonlights left, so I'm going to Yawn, I'm going to Moonlight, let the Yawn do its thing, hit the Nightmare, and just start going for some couple of side beams if you have those left. You keep building that physical defense. I ain't scared about that. Nightmare just cuts right through it. Alright, let us... You know what? I don't need to Moonlight. I'm going to side beam right now, get a little bit of damage off to start with. We might confuse it, too. Ain't likely. And it ain't happening. But it is falling to sleep. We're going to fire off a Nightmare. I've said this before. I will say it again because I think it's kind of a cool idea. You know how there's an attack called Dream Eater? So it's essentially like an HP draining move where it's like Absorb, Mega Drain, whatever, Drain Punch, another one. But don't you think that if you use Dream Eater on a Pokemon affected by Nightmare or affected by Darkrai's Bad Dreams ability, don't you think that the Pokemon using Dream Eater should get hurt? Because it's like it's eating a bad dream, Food for thought. Actually, thought as food, basically. So you see it woke up after 1 turn of Nightmare. That's kind of what breaks Nightmare in this generation. As of now, you have a maximum of 3 turns sleeping. And that ain't good. I know Nightmare doesn't work yet. We're going to do it. Just basically waste a turn. We're going to do it right now. In fact, I probably should have Moonlighted just to make better use of our turn. But we're going to Nightmare. I think it drops it at this rate. Let's find out. It ain't waking up right now. Watch that HP just drain away. You would, wouldn't you? Alright, let's take a turn to Moonlight because it's not going to wake up. That's the good thing about what's happening. It stays asleep, takes 1 more turn of Nightmare damage, and we get the win. Experience goes to Sailor. Okay, let's go to Canuck, who does resist the Metal Claw. You're not using a grass move, fortunately, because why would you use a grass move when you're using Metal Claw? Thank you. A simple little bulldoze gets a knockout. I would headbutt, but using my head, we would get hit by the iron barbs. These things have the iron barbs ability, basically like a Rocky helmet, which was also introduced in this generation. Interesting. Joltic. And we would take damage unnecessarily. So let's headbutt you, though. Flinch you out, maybe. Nope. Super effective Electro Web does lower our speed. That's not perfect. So we're gonna switch. The best switch in being, since Medusa's already slow, well, actually, immune to Electro Web means we won't take a hit from that. But even if we did, the speed is not really a big issue. I shouldn't say she's not really fast. She has some good speed to her. She's not as fast as some, you know, fast Pokemon, but she ain't bad. She can do the job. We do have the Rock Polish, which I'm not making use of, but one of my favorite things to do is to go over time, by the way. We are at time. One of my favorite combos is to use the Sturdy ability. Whatever you're saying, get out of my way. Use the Sturdy ability combined with the Rock Polish and a weakness policy, because there's a lot of things that an Onix is weak to. Nice critical Earthquake, tearing that ground wide open. And once she takes a super effective hit, weakness policy is going to boost her special and physical attack by 2 stages. As we Rock Polish, we will survive thanks to Sturdy. She's at +2 attack, +2 speed. The only downside is if someone has a priority move like Quick Attack, she's gonna fall. But other than that, she's got a pretty good combo. Duh. Why? Is it impossible for me to win while feeling bad about being a trainer? As if I could pursue the truth with something as meaningless as a battle. As if that could make me worthy to become friends with the legendary Pokemon. Chaz! It's our friend Bianca! Just a little further to, that's what it's called, Mr. Elton City! Bianca, you have good ears. I can't believe you heard Chaz's voice from that far away, especially since he never speaks. Chaz, who is this trainer? Didn't you meet him before? And who was that speaking just now? I don't know. Professor Juniper, what are you thinking? You appear to have no qualms about the relationship between Pokemon and people. You put Pokemon into categories using arbitrary rules, Smogon, and think you can understand them like that? The very idea of a Pokedex revolts me. What do you have to say for yourself? I'm making a lot more money than you do. Oh my, looks like you're not my biggest fan. Your opinion is understandable. It happens to be different from mine, which is equally understandable. How about if all people get to decide for themselves how to relate to Pokemon? You're saying I should just allow people to think whatever they want and treat Pokemon however they want, no matter whether the Pokemon suffer? I refuse to tolerate the existence of a world like that. Fine, go find your own world. Pfft, we got our own world. We're happy with it right here. Well, I didn't expect him to change his mind right away, but I hope he'll spend a little time trying to understand how others feel. Now then, I think I'll go collect a little more data. For Pokemon and people to get along better, just to prove N wrong, we need to take steps to learn more about them. Sounds good, Juniper. I'll be on my way without talking to... Oh, here we go. Chaz, I'm gonna go with Professor Juniper now, because I'm her bodyguard. My condolences to the professor. Alright, so we're going to end things off right here. We are well past time. Saving it up here in Chargestone Cave, but right out that nice opening with light casting itself in here is... Why is it light out there? It's nighttime. Anyway, it is Mr. Alton City, the site of our next gym battle, but I think the next episode we'll be checking out the town, learning stuff about what's going on there. I might, if needed, do a little grinding montage before taking on the gym. But we might already be at the proper level anyway, so we'll deal with that, figure that out once we have to. But for now, this episode of Pokemon White version is coming to a close. I want to say, folks, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Hopefully I was entertaining enough for you to get past all the basic grunt battles and stuff like that. If you did enjoy today's episode, of course, let me know with a like down below. If you want to see some more content from the the Pokemon White playthrough, you can subscribe. No, wait. You can check the link in the description to the playlist. If you want more content from Professor Chaz as a whole, you can subscribe to the channel for some more regular content. You can also now join as a member to the channel. For a monthly subscription fee, I believe it is, you can get get access to certain content and certain perks, such as you get get certain badges, which I'm going to be dressing up a little bit more. Badges based on how long you've been a member of the channel for. You get exclusive emojis when we do our live streams to use in the chat. You're also going to gain access to members-only live streams starting in the month of November. We'll have at least one per month, I'm going to say. You're also going to gain yourself a guaranteed Pokemon TCG Online code card for being a member once per month. And it sounds cheap as I say it, but you're going to get a guaranteed gift in Pokemon Go. Because it's so cheap, I'm going to say you're guaranteed one, but I'm going to do my best to give them out as, on like a weekly basis, bi-weekly basis, whatever, but guaranteed at least once per month, so I can get out and about getting some gifts on the day in question. Alright, but that is it, I believe, for our our video. If you want to see any more content from myself, I have links in my description down below for Instagram, Twitter, and Discord. You can check all those out as well for some more content from the professor, and we have some downtime between videos. With all that being said, it is now time to roll for the day. Thank you folks once again for watching. Professor Chaz is now signing off, and I'll catch you next time.